Hey Gearslutz, I'm John DiNicola with Focusrite, and we're here at AES 2019, where we're really excited to be showing off our third generation of Scarlett audio interfaces. There's a lot of new improvements and features for this generation, so let's just jump in and we'll talk about it. Starting with the most important thing, sound quality has been improved across the range for the third generation. So we've gone ahead and we've increased dynamic range, help you capture those nuances between quieter and louder performances. We've added microphone gains so that for those quieter ribbon and dynamic microphones, and we've tweaked the preamps overall so they're cleaner and quieter than before. We've also added the Air mode from our Claret series of interfaces to all the preamps on Scarlett. Air models the sound of our classic transformer-based ISA preamps, which are known for their really pleasing high-frequency response. So when you engage Air, it's going to go from a more flat, clean response to adding a little bit of analog color to the top end. It's a really great way to add clarity and depth to your acoustic or vocal recordings. Connectivity on this range is via USB-C, so if you have a new computer with a USB-C connection, you can go directly into there with no dongles needed. Another part of our third generation experience is our new onboarding process. So when you get a new Scarlett and you plug it into your computer for the very first time, it's going to come up with a little pop-up window that you can click on that takes you directly to the website to make registration and installation easier than ever before. So let's get into the individual models. We still have 6 models here in the Scarlett range, starting with the Scarlett Solo, right over here. That's going to give you a single mic preamp as well as a 1/4-inch input, which is great for instruments such as guitars, basses, keyboards, that kind of thing. We also have a headphone output on the front. And if you look at the back of the unit, we have 2 outputs that are now on balanced 1/4-inch jacks. So that's an upgrade for third generation, and that's going to be great for connecting to professional studio monitors. Moving on from here, we have the 2i2 over here, and that's going to add a second microphone preamp. And you'll notice that we now have combination jacks, so you can connect either 2 microphones or 2 instrument signals to this as well. We also have the headphone output. New on the third generation for 2i2 is direct monitoring can now be done in stereo. So that's really useful if you're recording a stereo synth patch or an acoustic guitar in stereo. You can monitor directly that way as well, right from the front of the unit. Looking at the back, we also have our USB-C and our 2 outputs as well. Moving on from the 2i2, we have the 4i4, which was previously the 2i4. We have a lot of upgrades here. So we still have our 2 mic inputs with combination jacks. But when we turn around to the back of the unit, you can see that we've added 2 line level inputs as well. So this is going to be great for connecting synths or drum machines. Speaking of those, we have MIDI I/O on this unit as well, so for interfacing with those devices. We also have our 4 outputs on balanced 1/4-inch jacks now, which is another upgrade from the previous generation as well. Also on the 4i4, we now have compatibility with the Focusrite Control software application. Focusrite Control allows you to configure the units. It also allows you to configure your outputs and create custom direct monitor mixes. And so now that's available on the 4i4 and above. Part of that for third generation, new for third generation in Focusrite Control is the loopback functionality. And that's going to allow you to record playback from other software applications on your computer, on the same computer you're recording. You'll be able to record the output from those applications. So it's really great for streamers and podcasters. So that's the 4i4. Moving on from there, we have the 8i6, which was previously the 6i6. So we still have 2 microphone inputs on combination jacks, but we have added a second headphone output here as well, which can be routed independently using Focusrite Control. When you're turning the unit around here, we have 4 line level inputs on the back now to go along with the 4 line level outputs. And we've added SPDIF connectivity to this unit as well. It's going to be great for connecting to guitar effects processors, that kind of thing. Moving on from the 8i6, we have the 18i8, and that's going to give you another 2 mic preamps. So we have 4 mic preamps on combination jacks. Taking a look at the back of the unit, we have some new things going on here. We have an additional 2 analog line outputs. This is going to be great for maybe connecting a second set of studio monitors. And if you do that, you can use Focusrite Control to switch between the 2 outputs. So it makes it really easy for checking your mix on different speakers. We also have an optical input on the 18i8, so you can use that along with one of our octapres to expand your setup and add an additional 8 mic pre's. Finally, we have the flagship 18i20. That's going to give you a total of 8 combination inputs with microphone preamps. So you have 2 on the front, you have 6 more on the back. Before we turn around to the back, though, I also want to mention we now have a talkback microphone built in here. Great for communicating with talent in another room with a dedicated button. We also have a dedicated alternate speaker switching button on the front here. Same feature as on 18i8, so you can toggle between two sets of speakers. And we have pads available on every mic input. So if you have really loud signals that are clipping the inputs, you have that pad available to come in and activate. Taking a look at the back here, there's the rest of your microphone inputs on combination jacks. We also have our 8-line level outputs and dedicated monitor outputs on here as well. We have MIDI connectivity, and then we have 2 sets of optical connections. So that it's still a 16 channels max channel count, but with this second set of ADAC connections, you can now record at 96K and get all 8 channels from an Octaprise. So that's really handy to have as well. So that's the new 18i20. You'll also notice the rack ears. They're still included, but they're now removable. So if you have a desktop setup, it looks really clean. That's basically it for the models. I just also want to mention we have a lot of great software included with the Scarlett 3rd generation as well. We still have the Pro Tools First Creative Pack. We have the Addictive Keys virtual instrument, Soft Tube, Time and Tone bundle, the Red 2 and 3 plugin suite, Plugin Collective, which is a really cool thing. We actually give you a free plugin offer for free or reduced price plugins every other month or so. Ableton Live Lite, and then finally, new for 3rd generation, we have 3 months of credits for Splice loop library as well. So no matter what kind of music you make, you're ready to go out of the box with Scarlett. So. One other thing I'll mention is we do have a studio pack available for our Solo and 2i2. So just for a little bit more, you can get a cable, mic, and headphones for a true ready-to-go package out of the box. So this is the 3rd generation of Scarlett audio interfaces. We're here at AES 2019 with Gearslutz. I'm John with Focusrite. Thanks for watching.